Hi, you're watching Scoutadelic. My name is Wombat and I'm a fan from Australia, and I'm joining you from the Gunai lands in Gippsland, Victoria, Australia, where I volunteer for Scouts as a Cub Scout leader at First Newborough and as a State Commissioner for Diversity and Inclusion. And I'm going to tell you an activity you might like to put in your programs to support messengers of peace and to support conversations around diversity and inclusion. So this activity is called First Potato Scout Group or Scout Troop. We give every young person in our troop a potato, and if the editors are working for us, you might see some photos of Scouts Australia members holding up potatoes and wondering, well, what happens next? In your groups, maybe it's your patrol, maybe it's a small group of people, get everyone to introduce their potato and tell us some characteristics and give some personality and some character to their potato. They might call their potato Spudette, and they might say, look, Spudette enjoys trains, is a member of a small family, has some lumps and bumps. So give you a bit of a description. And what we want to get out is, I guess, some of those character traits we would actually find in our members, but rather than have our membership talk about themselves and make it personal, you can depersonalize it and make it about a potato. It's very hard to hurt the feelings of a potato, so they could bring up and give their potato other identity characteristics you might like to discuss in the conversation, such as a faith, a race, a culture, or a sexuality, or a gender description, so you can prompt some of those in your conversations. One of the things that goes for us in using potatoes is that every potato is a bit different. So this one's a nice big round one with some dimples that come in all shapes and sizes. And look, when you buy a bag of potatoes, however they come at your shops and supermarkets, every potato is different. So already our young people can pick up the differences in the potatoes. After introducing the potatoes, what I get them to do is throw their potatoes into a box. And I tell them that that box is our potato scout hall. We go off and we play a game, we do something else. Then I empty the scout hall. It's the end of the potato scout night. And of course the challenge is, can you find your correct potato? Do you remember enough about what makes them a unique potato to spot them from the other potatoes? It's a great conversation starter. It's a great way to depersonalize the conversations, and it's a great way to add into your program an opportunity to explore and discuss different diversities, different cultures, different faiths. As a young person gives a faith or a culture or a sexuality or a gender identity to their potato, or maybe they talk about the potato's abilities and maybe talks about the potato's medical needs, as they have those conversations, ask them some prompt questions around, can you tell us more about what that means? Can you explain that to someone who wouldn't know what that term means? Hope that's a useful program activity, one you might like to try. Thanks for watching Scoutadelic, and thanks for having me on.